Hey friends, welcome into my channel. My name is Jackie Alves and I'm so happy to have you here today as I do kind of a barely there but beautiful makeup look for you. I know a lot of times when you see makeup artists or influencers do makeup videos, and especially myself because I take a really long time to do my makeup, you're like, oh my God, I can't do this in an hour. Like I have 10 minutes and besides I don't want to wear all that makeup anyway. Or maybe you do want to wear all that makeup sometimes, but for your everyday kind of stuff, you're like, okay, but can we keep it quick and simple? Yes, we can. So let's get cracking. So first of all, this face of mine, I have jammed into this tiny little makeup bag, and I'm going to show you what's inside before I even get started. So let's talk about it. First, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you so much if you have. I love you guys so much and I appreciate all your love and support. So first of all, this would be like a really simple makeup bag that I would take with me if I was gonna go maybe on vacation, something that I use every day. This would be that kind of bag. So I've got a foundation, I've got a powder, I have a full face palette that doesn't fit in the bag, but I would take it along with me. This is just my Beauty Bar palette. You guys, I have my own brand of makeup here just because I have a makeup academy. So I teach students, so I carry some of my own things. This is just contour. It's got some blush and like a highlighter in it, but you can use it for your whole face. So I like that. And then also I've got a couple of brushes in here. Honestly, just a couple of brushes. So I've got a fat kabuki brush, a fluffy kind of concealer brush, and an eyeshadow brush. Only 3 brushes, you guys. I also have like a lipstick, a mascara, lip gloss, and lip liner. So I've got 3 products for my lips, but honestly, if you're like, I don't even care about lips, I just want lip gloss, then just do that. So this is really like your routine based on your priorities. What I mean is like, what's most important to you? Notice I didn't have a brow product in there because I have permanent makeup. But what if you don't? Well, maybe you don't need 3 products for your lips, so that's cool. Pop a brow product in there instead. So I'm not saying you have to follow each item that I keep in my bag, but pick the most important things. And I always say for sure, you're gonna want a foundation and a powder. If you don't like powder, that's okay, but a lot of my friends and myself included can't go without a powder. Then I like a blush, definitely a mascara, and some lip products. That would be like my bare minimum. So, you know, whatever your bare minimum is that you can get out of the house in the morning wearing, just include your favorites and have your little go bag or have your favorites bag. And that's kind of what this is for me. It's my favorites. So I'm gonna get started with my foundation. Now I'm gonna just use a natural finish, kind of like medium coverage foundation, but if you like a BB cream, if you need full coverage, whatever your need is fine. I've already got my skincare done and we're gonna just get started straight from foundation because I do like primer for professional makeup look, but for every single day, you guys, I'm not about all the stuff, all the things. And I'm just putting my foundation right here on my fingers. And I'm just gonna put it on just like this. Now, you know, I like a brush for that full even coverage. And especially, you know, if I'm getting ready for a special event. Oh, and definitely for my clients, of course. I wouldn't do this to my client's face. But for myself, it's like, whatever, just slap it on, right? Just get some coverage. So I'm going fast. Now, even still, this is gonna take me about 15 minutes with you here on video. But if I was getting ready at home, I'd say 5 minutes. Because, you know, we're talking and I have to show you things. So, you know, at the end of the 15 minutes, don't be like, oh my God, you said it's gonna be like a couple minutes and here we were like 15 minutes. Like I always say, just remember, you wouldn't be talking to a bunch of your friends on YouTube in the morning when you're doing your makeup. You might be fighting off your husband who's saying like, where's my wallet, honey? Or have you seen my keys? Or if you've got littles, you might be hearing like, Mom, I need to use the bathroom, you know. So there are things that can distract you. But you guys, I am an empty nester, fairly new. I've been an empty nester for about a year, and I have to say I'm living my best life. Like, I have a lot of friends who really miss their kids, and don't get me wrong, I miss my daughter and my beautiful stepson who lived with us for a while. They were fun, but I gotta say, yesterday when I made a tomahawk steak for my husband for Valentine's Day and I was cooking in my underwear and a t-shirt, living my best life. All right, so now I have my powder here. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the lid, and I've got my mirror here because I really need it to see what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna get my powder on my kabuki brush, tap it out, and I'm just gonna go right through the middle on my eyelids and my forehead, getting that powder in there really good, and then I'm gonna swirl. Bring it down the neck. Now, if I was wearing a shirt that maybe had a V-neck or something that was cut down, I would definitely do a little bit on my chest because I get a really red chest. But today, I don't know why, I decided to do something that's cut kind of high. So I don't need to worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna hop in and I'm gonna grab this contour palette. You can do this with just blush or bronzer, it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna put a little bit on my cheeks. I'm getting this contour shade with the same brush, and I'm just popping it on the underside of my cheekbone. You can omit this step and just go straight to blush if you want, but I like the extra dimension and the kind of bronze effect it's gonna give me. Plus, I really need to put some color under here. Otherwise, my turkey gobbler is really white, and that's no bueno. All right, now I'm gonna go to the blush. I'm gonna use some of the pink. Same brush, you guys. So definitely when I travel, I try to use a lot of the same brushes, or I take a travel set of brushes because I don't have room for all that jazz. Okay, so I'm just using the pink today. I've been really liking pink lately. And I'll do the tip of my nose a little bit just like my mom used to do, and bring a little bit up to my forehead. Now remember, I brought that fluffy concealer brush, so I'm just gonna use it to blend my blush out a little bit from underneath my eyes. All right. Now I'm gonna go to some eyeshadow. So guess what? I'm gonna use my palette here for my eyeshadow. Let me grab that brush. So I got this great new brush from Sigma, and I love their brushes, you guys. I didn't know they have a 2-year warranty on these. That's incredible, especially as a makeup artist, because man, we're brutal on brushes. So I'm gonna take my powder again and just get some on my eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna use that as my base coat on my eyelids. And then I'm gonna go back to my contour palette and just grab that neutral brown. Put it right here in the crease and give it the good old windshield wiper method. Now you could easily get away with one shade of eyeshadow if you want. But again, it's priorities, you guys. You know, if you are like, I don't really care about eyeshadow when I'm in a hurry, I just want mascara. That's totally fine. Okay, getting it in the crease again, especially with my hooded lid. I really like to bring this up. Get up higher than you think. Friends with hooded lids, go higher than you think. I'm telling you, you've got to get up closer to the brow. Otherwise, it just disappears when you open your eyes and you're like, can't see my eyeshadow because my hooded lids. Well, bring it up higher then, sister. If you can't see it, make it seeable. All right, I'm gonna just add a little bit of the pink blush that I just used, just because that's pretty warm and I just want it in there. Now this dark brown under here, I'm gonna put some of that right underneath my eye, and I'm still using the same eyeshadow brush. Just right in my lash line to add some kind of definition. And maybe just a little bit right here on the outer corner with that dark brown. That's just for more of a little accent. You could definitely omit that step. Now I'm gonna sharpen up my eyeshadow. All right, now grab your mascara. I'm gonna swap out my mirrors real quick. So now I've got my mascara. And I'm just gonna use a super smudge proof formula. You guys, I keep asking about mascaras on this channel. Tell me your favorite mascara, please. I am on the hunt and I've gotten some great suggestions. I'm actually gonna go mascara shopping tomorrow and grab a bunch of them and try some of the suggestions I got from you guys. And normally when I'm doing a video, I will do one eye of mascara and then I'll cut so you don't have to watch me do mascara because, you know, it's like watching paint dry. But I'm actually keeping this real time for you today. And like I said, it's gonna be like probably 15 minutes by the time I'm done. But if I wasn't talking and blabbering like I do and showing you guys products, this would probably take me 5 minutes in my own bathroom. All right, let me get the tips real quick. And of course, you know, no lashes for this 5-minute quick look. And again, this is gonna be just a barely there but beautiful look. And this is one of my subscribers, one of our friends here on my YouTube channel who suggested do a barely there but beautiful look. So thank you. All right. And that's another thing I love for you guys to tell me what kind of looks you would like to see. Sometimes I do things that aren't necessarily my choice for my face. But you know, I have tons of clients that come and see me here at the beauty bar. So, you know, I do a lot of different looks and shapes and shades of skin and all of that. So sometimes I'll show you something that isn't necessarily the best thing for my face. All right, now I'm gonna go into some lip stain. So you guys, if this isn't important to you and you're just a gloss girl, it's okay, just do that. But if I need my lips to last all day, I start with a stain. Now, don't panic. I know it's really bright. And sometimes with stains, you'll put one layer, let it dry, double it up. I'm just using this almost as a base for my lipstick because I just want a good, nice, pretty lipstick that's gonna last for a long time so I don't have to do touch-ups. Let me get my magnifying mirror so I can see to do this lip liner. So right now I have a Charlotte Tilbury, this beautiful, it's called Pillow Talk Fair because she's got fair, medium, and deep, I believe. And this is just the fair. Let me come closer. Now, I like this one because it's really long wear. It's a good stay put one. Something I'm not a fan of though is how you have to sharpen it. And man, you just can eat away like a quarter of this thing every time you sharpen it. It's so funny and it's spendy. You know, I paid a good amount of money for this dude. All right. Now I went over that lip stain just a little bit to bring in the color of the liner. Again, you don't have to do such a complicated lip, but that's priority, okay? So I'm always like glasses and lips, even if it's just a simple makeup day. So now I have a beautiful lip oil. This is also by Sigma, and it's so pretty. It's this beautiful pink shade, but it actually has some shade, some pigment to it. Like a lot of times you'll get a lip oil and it just kind of disappears. Doesn't have color. Yeah, that's bright. And that's okay, because I really like it. So if you like mauve or nude or whatever, that's totally cool. I'm not telling you you have to do the pink. I just really, really like it. All right, now I'm going to face check real quick, make sure underneath my eyes it's all good. Oh, you know what, I forgot one step, because I do have those permanent brows and I tend to get foundation on them. When I'm in a hurry, I don't go back over them with makeup or anything, but I will take a Q-tip and just remove any foundation I got on them. Yeah, that was a pretty good amount I got off of there. All right, that was pretty simple. I know we're probably at like 15 or 16 minutes, so it wasn't a 5-minute makeup. Honestly, you guys, if I was in my bathroom, minding my own business, not talking to friends on YouTube, it would have taken me about 5 minutes. All right, what do you say? All right, but you know, now that I'm finished with that, let me tell you a little something. I have a bonus for you guys. Do you remember watching Wonder Woman when Linda Carter would, like a couple of episodes, she was a nurse. I just saw this one recently too. And she's in this nurse's outfit with the white, I forget what they call it, but that little thing that went across their head right here. And she's in her little white dress and she goes, you know, she's taking care of patients and she goes out in the hallway and she starts spinning and spinning and doing that weird Wonder Woman thing where she spins and all of a sudden she's like incredibly beautiful. And so anyway, she's spinning and the white thing comes off and the dress comes off and all of a sudden she's standing there in her Wonder Woman outfit. But when you look at it, what's really different is her hair and her lipstick. Like all of a sudden her lipstick was red and her hair's down out of the bun thing. And then, you know, just like Superman, the only thing that made him look like he wasn't Superman was a pair of glasses and he didn't have a curl right here. Like we were supposed to be fooled by that. I don't know, but the reason why I bring that up is I'm gonna take this everyday look that I would put on if I was coming to work, if I was gonna do makeup for a bride, or if I was just gonna go to a meeting, you know, and didn't wanna be full glam. I would wear this during the day, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this to that nighttime look. So if you wanna do the Wonder Woman thing, just hang with me for a minute. All right, so I've changed my clothes, but unlike Wonder Woman, my makeup is not fabulous yet because I'm gonna show you how to do that. So with all the same products I already showed you, I'm just gonna add eyeliner and some lashes, some little half lashes, but other than that, it's all the same. I'm gonna show you how to take this really cute, like everyday look to an intense nighttime look. I don't know what it is about the 80s that took us, you know, into that whole daytime to nighttime look. I mean, imagine like all the CoverGirl commercials and then there's Linda Blair again. And then, I mean, Carter. Did I call her Linda Blair before? Linda Carter. Why am I like this? Wonder Woman, whatever her name is. Anyway, there she was like in her red lipstick again in a CoverGirl commercial. I think she did Maybelline. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Go ahead and put in the comments, whatever the heck it is. But let's go to that nighttime look. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my foundation. I'm gonna take just a little bit more with that concealer brush. So you guys just stick with me. Imagine I have gotten home from work and my husband says, let's go out. It happens. So I'm gonna go under my eyes just to freshen up with a little bit of foundation. You could use concealer at this point if you want, but I'm gonna show you how simple this can be. Okay, also, I do wanna add in one more thing I didn't mention, and I would carry this in my bag as well. It's just an eye cream. This is just a simple vitamin E under eye primer by Bobbi Brown. But I do want to just add some moisture, which I would do after work no matter what. Sometimes I just put eye cream under my eyes just to add hydration because I'm like, whoo! At the end of the day, I can feel pretty dehydrated. So I just mixed foundation with a little bit of that under eye primer, which is really like an eye cream for some hydration. All right, now I want to go in and just powder again. Let's get a little more powder out. And I'm gonna take that fat kabuki brush again and just powder down I probably would have been a little shiny at this point. I get pretty hot around here. Living in Arizona, there's not usually much of a break from the heat. And especially, you know, if you're living your best life over here, hot flashing and all right, next I'm gonna take my full face palette that I showed you earlier, go back to that kabuki brush, but I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with that contour. Just on the bottom side of my cheekbone. Now I'm gonna add some at the top, just like I did before, but I'm just deepening it a little bit. All right, bring it down my neck and powder my chest a little bit. I'm gonna add some of the orange blush now to tone down that pink. All right, I'm gonna take my concealer brush again and just make sure I didn't bring up my blush too high. If you like it high, that's okay though. And clean up a little bit. All right. Now I'm gonna go back in with that eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna go straight to that dark brown shade. So chocolate brown, adding it right here. And I'll bring some of the medium brown to transition it up and bring it out a little bit further. Already you can see a huge difference in those two eyes, right? See why I say bring it up higher than you think and deepen it. Going back to the dark chocolate brown. I think I just said chocolate. All right, that's adding some good depth, and that's just a contour powder that happens to be in this palette. You could easily carry around your favorite little eyeshadow palette, it's okay, but I'm just showing you how to get by with using the same products at night, so you don't have to feel like you need this giant wardrobe of makeup. And I really love for you to be able to use what you've already got without feeling like you need to go buy a bunch of new stuff. The beauty industry is pretty good at making us think we need to buy all the things, right? I mean, they will come up with a product for anything, I swear. Next thing you know, we're all contouring our kneecaps. I did see somebody actually contour their toes and I thought, what is going on? All right, that's some pretty good depth. I'm gonna bring this one out. So see how I'm elongating my eye? And I swear it will make your eyes look even more exotic if you do this when you show them. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more of the chocolate brown underneath like I did before. This is just deepening a little bit, nice and smoky. That looks good. All right, a little bit more to transition. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shimmer that's right here and with my ring finger, I'll pop a little on the inner corner. You can put some right underneath your brow if you like. About halfway over. I'll come closer for you. And I'm gonna come real close now. I don't know why I said it like it was a threat. I'm gonna come close, see? And you're gonna like it, see? All right. I think that actually looks really good. Like sometimes super fast makeup looks better because you don't have time to mess it up. You know how sometimes you'll just keep going back and messing with it, and then you're like, why did I do that to myself? Sometimes that quick makeup job looks really good. Sometimes when I spend hardly any time on my hair, I get the most compliments. All right, now remember, I told you I was gonna add in an eyeliner for the nighttime look. I didn't do eyeliner for my daytime look. I think you have to do this when you're describing them. I'm so bad about the air quotes. Do you do that? Let me know in the comments if you do air quotes. I don't know why. I think it's just because so many things that I say are kind of weird, so I feel like I have to air quote. Okay, so I've got a liquid eyeliner here, and this is just an Inkwell. It reminds me of a Sharpie, and it makes it easy for me to do liquid eyeliner. But you know, if you don't like liquid, use pencil or omit the eyeliner if you want, but it's just gonna deepen my look. If I was going out, I would wanna do this. Right on the corner, and then fade in and disappear. And I didn't get super straight, and I didn't super care either because I already have a good amount of makeup on. I'm gonna put a lash on top of it. So don't feel like, you know, you have to get everything perfect, you guys. It's okay. And honestly, you know, if I was going out with my husband, he wouldn't even notice if my eyeliner was crooked. He may not even notice if I lost an eye, to be honest with you, especially in this jacket. Okay. Going up and in. So I'm making that fat triangle on the outer corner. And disappear into my lash line. Now, if I mess it up, I will usually just kind of rub it down towards my lashes. And fattening up my triangle. Actually, that's pretty good. And they're actually kind of crooked, but you know what? By the time I get done, you're not even gonna notice. You're just gonna be like, it's amazing. How did she do that? All right, I already have mascara on, so I don't have to do that. Now, if I wanted to deepen my brows, you know, if I needed to put a little powder, I could just use this one again. So see, very simple. You can take a full face palette and use it for just about everything. Now, at this point, if I was missing my lipstick, I could go back and just replace my lip liner, but I still have my lipstick from just a few minutes ago when I did my daytime look. Wait a minute, my daytime look. I still have the lips on, so I'm gonna leave them. But like I said, if I got home and I had eaten my lips off, or if they just needed to be defined or spruced up, I would just take that lip liner, redefine, and maybe re-gloss. But if I put that lip stain on underneath, I'd be good to go. Now you guys, when I travel, I do take a really small bag like this, and I condense almost everything. So even my lashes, like I have this giant cart of lashes. When I do half lashes, I get these big fat things from Amazon. There's like, I don't even know how many pair in here, 1,022,487 pair of eyelashes in here. But I will just slice off a set of lashes and throw it in my bag if I'm gonna be traveling and I need a set or two. Then you can just rip them off. Maybe take an extra, you know, just in case you totally mess it up. And grab that lash in my little lash applicator tool or lash tweezer, whatever you like to call it. Now, I do have to put my glasses on for this putting glue portion because I can't see. And I'll get glue everywhere. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna do a teeth check. Oh, I didn't even have a bunch of lipstick on my teeth like I normally do. All right, also, some of our friends here on YouTube always help me with great ideas and tips and tricks to help me. And a lot of you have said, just put your finger in your mouth and pull it out. Will keep that lipstick from getting on your teeth. And that is a great tip, but I don't want to do that on camera. But those of you have suggested that to me, just know I did take that tip, and I do that when I'm not on camera. Now, when you've got glue on your lash, make sure you let it get tacky so that it's not so hard to apply. Otherwise, you know, it's not dry. It'll kind of move around. You may fight with it. All right, this way you can just slap it on. Show it who's boss. And because I did an eyeliner, it really disappears into that line. So even if I had it crooked, you wouldn't be able to tell as easy. Yeah, right. That was simple. It always scares me when they apply that easy, because some things shouldn't be that easy. All right, let me put this down so I can peel this sucker off this little card. It's not easy being cheesy. That Cheetos commercial from back in the day. All right.
It's not easy being cheesy.
Got my lash. Gonna make sure it's curved. Also, some of our friends have said it's super cool watching the videos because I feel like I'm hanging out with a friend. And I'm so glad that you feel that way. That's actually like the biggest compliment. That's kind of my goal. I want you to feel like you're just here getting some great tips. I've been a makeup artist for over 30 years. So I just want to be helpful and bring you some stuff that, you know, is going to help you feel pretty and some new things to try. So being your beauty bestie is kind of my goal. So if that goal has been achieved, then woohoo! That's what I'm here for. All right. Don't make yourself dizzy. Okay, I don't think this one's gonna pop on as easy, but I'm gonna give it a whack. Nope, I knew it. It's stuck. Stuck to the applicator by Cracky. For the love. There we go. And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I don't know if you heard that doorbell, but I'm actually here in the beauty bar, my makeup studio, and people just walked in. It's actually a real place, you guys. Evidence that it's a real place. So I got my other lash on. I did have to wrestle with it just for a minute, but it's all good now. I'm gonna go back to my contour palette and take some of that dark brown with the skinny little, this could be like a brow brush. And I'm just gonna go along the lash line right here, just to get it to blend out. You can just tap your lash band if you want, if you have a hard time with it applying, or if you feel like it's very obvious, you can just tap it with a little eyeshadow. And if you're like me and you don't see well, you might tap the wrong spot, so be careful. All right. And it will kind of soften your liner as well if you used a pencil right along here. It could even give you like a little bit of a smoky look if you like, or if you're not good with eyeliner and it's like a little bit bumpy, or if you're afraid it's not even, smoking it out with some dark eyeshadow really can help make it look just more fluid. Like it all blends together really well. And just tapping right on that lash line. It also helps make sure your band is gonna stay down too. If you're like me and you're afraid it's gonna pop up on you, you know, sometimes this is just a really great little way to help your lash stay down. All right, I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna just take that concealer brush again and clean up, make sure I didn't get any fallout or little mistakes. All right, now I'm gonna go back to the highlighter. And because I'm going out and, you know, I wanna look cool, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the highlighter. You can use your ring finger if you prefer. Just go right here on the highest point of my cheekbone. I'm just using the back side of that little fluffy concealer brush. All right. And I'm just highlighting my cheekbone. I'll highlight the tip of my nose a little bit. Just a little though. All right. And make sure that's brushed out. That looks really nice. And you know, if I was at home, I could easily use like a setting spray or whatever to make sure it's all gonna hold. But if I was just using what was already in my bag that I showed you, I wouldn't have a setting spray. All right, I think I am gonna do just a tiny bit more lip oil just to shine it back up right in the center. And of course, if I was gonna go out with my husband, I might put my hair up at this point if I was feeling like it had been going a little flat throughout the day, but I think I've still got a decent amount of curl in it. So I might just go with big crazy hair today. Sometimes if you make your hair look crazy and act like you did it on purpose, it'll give you an amazing kind of rock star look. I think that was a lot of the 80s hair. You just make it this insane bush and hairspray it, and then, you know, act like you did it on purpose. All right, I think that looks really good. I think I could easily get away with going out in this, even just with a pair of jeans, which I have on, and maybe some black leather boots. Actually, kind of a sexy look. Gotta give it a little extra plaster there. All right, what do you guys think? I hope you like it, and I hope that you enjoyed the day to night video that I did for you. And I really hope that first half, that barely there but beautiful, or bare minimum but beautiful look really helps you. I hope that you understand it really is about priorities, what's important. Take your top 5 things that you can't live without, like brows, lip gloss, foundation, you know, whatever other items you like, and have that be like your 5 or 6 piece go-to makeup bag. All right, you guys, I hope you know that I love and appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also go ahead and check out my members area. There will be a link in the description here. You can click and go check it out. You can join my members area and get some great behind the scenes stuff and some special nighttime skincare routine tips, all those things over there in the members area. And it's as little as $2.99 a month. So check it out. Bye, you guys.